Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and you might be asking yourselves, why are we looking at a default truck? And why is there another default truck over there? Well, to put it quite simply, the add-on that made the Kolob boss so incredibly interesting has made its way to almost whichever truck you might want as its own individual add-on, which is absolutely incredible. Now, if you're not totally sure which upgrade I'm talking about, I'm going to show it to you guys in just a moment, but essentially what it is it is a double-decker loading platform that you can load and then raise and then load again. Now, right here, we have the International Paystar 5600 Twin Steer, and we're about to go ahead and go through the upgrades, do a full quick build, but I'm going to go ahead and get everything put on this truck as you normally would. But the difference is we're going to actually use that new modded add-on. Now, this modded add-on is really interesting to me because it's not necessarily something that you immediately look at and go, oh, that's like just super crazy and over the top. But like to me, it's something I look at and I go, you know, that's like, not only is it different and not only is it cool, but I could genuinely see it being incredibly useful in the campaign mode. So let's do the twin wedge cap air filters and engageable all-wheel drive, and if you have the mod turned on, which we should, you'll see both of these available to your truck right here. The Elevator Carrier 3 and Elevator Carrier 4. Now, this one seems to be able to run both, but I'm thinking that for this particular build, I might run this one because I have a feeling that this one might be a little bit too long to make it usable. So let's run this one. This one seems like a really good size for this truck. We'll do a very quick build of the rest of the add-ons. Again, nothing too crazy. And then in the front, ooh, I really like the reinforced bar. And let's see. I'll throw some triple horns up there. We'll do the flap cap exhaust, and we'll do OHD wheels 1. And we'll probably go to a different color combination. Whoa! It even actually carries over this cool, like, digital camo, like, color scheme. I really like that, actually. That's awesome. Beans on the dash for good luck. And now we can go ahead and back out of the garage. So let's get it fired up real quick. Back it up. I said back it up. Come on. Let's get the parking brake turned off. So now we can go ahead and get this thing lined up in the cargo area. Now, I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that I remember how this works because, let's see. So, let's say, for example, I wanted to load drilling spare parts. So, I believe, if I'm remembering how this works correctly, we would pack, and then we would wire. That's not what I, fixed wire, there you go. So, fixed wire, unpack, and then elevator carrier would go up. I don't know what the button is for that. It must not be a very obvious button. Let's see. Oh, okay. There you go. Okay, so it's actually, you can manually actuate it. That's sick. That's amazing. Wow, look how high that goes. That is insane how high that goes. Dude, the amount of stuff that you could put in the back, that's incredible. So now that we've got that up there, now, let's see. So, if that just goes way up, I see. Got it. Okay, so if you wanted to load a vehicle there, then essentially what you could do is you could use that to create a ramp for whatever vehicle you wanted to drive up onto the bed of this carrier. So let's go ahead and bring that back in then. Then operate the elevator carrier and tilt the ramp back in. I really like what he did about how, like, where you can adjust the back. Like, you can actuate the back, but the actual ramp that comes in and out is very fast. So, let's go ahead and unpack and then repack. Here's the thing. The only cargo that will remain packed is the cargo on the bottom, not the cargo up top, because that's the way this works. But what you can do is you can go ahead and lower it down to bring your center of gravity back down, and then essentially the top deck is held in by the safety wire, essentially. So what makes that really interesting and what makes it so useful is the fact that once you drop off your cargo somewhere and you unpack the cargo that's on the bottom, once you unpack the cargo that's on the bottom, you can then lower the top deck down, repack it, and then unpack it into whatever your drop-off point is. Now, we're going to put this through a couple of little tests, nothing too crazy, but what I do want to see is how stable it can remain with cargo on the back. Now, the reason why we've got another default truck back there is because I want to see how it does with that truck as well when we do a slightly different type of load. Now, the nice thing about having the cement on the bottom is the fact that it allows us to bring our center of gravity down, or at least bring our center of mass a little bit lower, which is absolutely what you want when you're dealing with a like a stacker setup like this. Stacker setups can be really useful, but at the same time, they can also be extremely temperamental in the way that they can cause your truck to flip in weird situations. Now, I don't think that this one is going to be like that. I don't think that this one has that issue, but let's do a extreme scenario test. I don't even know if this thing can make it up this hill, but I am actually kind of curious to find out. So let's see, we got lockers on and everything. We got the most powerful engine you can run in it, so let's see what this can do. Oh no! It fell straight out the back. Oh no! I, for whatever reason, thought that there was a wire back there, but I guess the wire is only good to a certain angle. Which, again, I didn't know that. I didn't know the wire was only good to a certain angle. But you know what? You learn something new every day, I guess, with stuff like this. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and park that truck right there and swap over into our Tatra Force. Now, the Tatra Force is going to be a really interesting one to put that type of stacking deck onto, because I have a feeling that the driving dynamics of it are going to be very different. So, max engine, we'll do the, let's see, the advanced special transmission. Wasn't entirely sure which one I was going to do there, and I'm sure you guys could tell that. Engageable lockers, front facing, and all the way down. And there's the 3 unit, and then here's the 2 unit. Now, the 2 unit is kind of interesting because the 2 unit almost feels like it almost feels like something that you would carry, like, say, for example, oh, it fits with the loading crane. Oh, that's nifty. That's super cool. Now, it's worth noting as well that these are not the only 2 trucks that this add-on works with. It works with a lot of trucks, actually. It works with a tremendous amount of trucks, and really, at the end of the day, it's up to you guys to figure out which kind of, approach you want to take when it comes to running an add-on like this. So now that we've got this one all set up and we're backed out, let's go ahead and get into the cargo area. But before we do that, we're going to put a vehicle. That is quite the interesting beeper, isn't it? We're going to put a vehicle on the top. Now, putting a vehicle on the top might not be the best position for it, but I kind of want to do it, for experimentation purposes. So let's see. Oh, aha! Now I remember the controls. See? I do remember how things work sometimes. All right, so let's go ahead and put you out like that. And then we can go ahead and spawn in a modded vehicle. Well, modded vehicle, stock vehicle, it doesn't necessarily matter. You could do this with either a default vehicle or a modded rig. I'm going to use the 12-valve CJ5, but at the end of the day, you can use whatever you absolutely want. So let's bring you, oh God. Let's bring you up that ramp. Easy does it. It just fits. Just fits. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so let's back you up, or not. Oh, stop. Okay, you know what? Shut it down right there. That works. That works. Don't mess with it any further. Okay, so let's bring the ramp back up. I love how fast that is. I cannot get over how fast that ramp actuates. It's one of the best things about this actual add-on. All right, so now fixed wire and operate carrier and raise. Boom, done. Beautiful. Now, here's my question. Okay, so it's not going to pack up there. So the only thing holding it in up there is the wire, which is fine, because as long as it's got a good working e-brake, you'll be okay. So now let's bring you over here. And then on the bottom, it's going to be 2 units of essentially whatever we can fit. And concrete slabs would actually be a really good test because they are insanely heavy. But at the same time, medium planks could just as easily fit down there. Or even a container, a 2-unit container. Now, my only question is the container a bit too... Oh, God. Yeah, don't mess with that. It's going to be a bit too tall. However, we could raise this up just to give it, enough room for that. Let's see, service spares, we could do bricks. You know what? Let's do beams. Metal beams are a very commonly carried cargo. So with the metal beams in the back, that's a very accurate scenario as to something you might see in the career mode. So let's make our way around this corner. Come on. That's quite the horn. Let's go. Ooh, it's a little glitchy right there. What the heck are you doing, bud? That's a little weird. That's a little weird, but you know, I gotta tell you, looking at this though, like looking at the way it actually works, like from a functional standpoint, it is so incredibly freaking cool. Like, it's so genuinely incredibly cool. Now, this is the part that I'm sure some of you guys have been waiting for. This is the part where we take a default truck, but with a modded add-on off the bridge jump. And before we get there, I am going to just bring that down a tad bit to, again, try to lower the center of gravity just a hair. I don't think it's actually going to make all that much of a difference, but once again, just a hair. It should be a decent amount. All right, so let's bring you up to the top of the hill. Fifth gear is about as, yeah, that's about as fast as we're going to be moving in this thing. Ain't that right, Beans? Yeah, we ain't moving much faster than this. And you know what? That's okay. Just gotta let, you know, let all the, like, critters in the woods, like, you know to get out of my way. Like, be like, you know, bro, get out of the way. What are you doing? Why are you even here? Why are you standing in my way? All right, let's go ahead and get around this corner. Try not to dump the Jeep off of the roof. Oh, that might have also had something to do with it. I didn't even have my all-wheel drive on. Now I've got my all-wheel drive and my lockers. This thing should be a beast with those on. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Almost flipped her over solely because of a, like, loose rock. Let's genuinely avoid that. Oh, no. Ooh, maybe I'm being a little bit... Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, maybe I'm being a little bit too sketchy, but... don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Man, it does not want to be... And this thing has the top engine. It doesn't want to be any higher than, like, second gear going up this hill. It's like, yeah, you can... oh, wow. Low plus with the lockers. On pavement, the lockers made me speed up. What even is this, bro? What the heck even is this? All right, here we go. There's fifth gear. Wait for it to rev fifth gear out. And then put it in neutral, and off she goes. Come on. This is going to be weird. We got a lot of weight in the back, but I don't know if it's going to fly level or not. Oh! You know, so I think the real star here was the Jeep. I really do. The Jeep, like, took its own personal leap of faith and was just like, yeet, and actually jumped over us, leapfrogged us, essentially. But at the end of the day, this add-on is an absolute game changer for the default trucks, and if you like the default trucks, but you want a little bit of added, like, interesting gameplay, or a little bit of added cargo carrying capacity, or you just want to get creative with your hauling setup, this is absolutely an add-on that you should definitely consider using. But with that all being said and done, hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later.